to big breaking news coming in on the broadcast, which is the Delhi High Court now grilling IndiGo Council, saying that all airlines complied with the new norms that were put in place for flight duty timelines, except for IndiGo. And that's the big remark that has been made by Delhi High Court, which has also said that it is not just about ensuring that you put refunds in place and you return baggage. It's also about the suffering of passengers, and that's the big remark made by Delhi High Court. Let's get in Nupur, who tracks the courts for us closely. And Nupur, this is a very important statement made by Delhi High Court. Opens door for for the court to listen to the plight, the suffering of passengers. It's not just about getting a refund. It's not just getting your baggage in 48 hours. It's about making the carrier accountable for the suffering of passengers.
Well, yes, of course, Gauri, the Delhi High Court today has taken cognizance of this entire IndiGo fiasco that unfolded in the past month. Now, the High Court today has asked some very tough questions to the central government, to the DGCA and to the IndiGo. Today, in fact, it has dictated a very lengthy order and has said that if by January 22, the inquiry is completed, then it needs that report by the inquiry committee in a sealed cover to be placed before the High Court. Now, High Court will be monitoring this entire case. High Court has also said that when it comes to compensation for the passenger, it does not only mean the cancellation fees. It said that if there are provisions under the rules for providing damages or the losses that might have caused due to this unforeseen cancellation of flights to the passengers, then IndiGo must make sure that it is paying back the passengers swiftly and on time. So this is in fact a big intervention. The High Court said that it will be overseeing the repayments of the cancellation fees as well as damages to the passengers. Now, High Court, while seeking detailed responses from DGCA, from Centre and IndiGo, has for now posted the matter for January 22. But today it asked some really grilling questions to all of them, especially IndiGo. IndiGo's counsel, however, objected that the High Court, as the inquiry committee is still pending, High Court should not say that if we had recruited more pilots, it would have been avoided, because there were multiple reasons and they have much to say before the committee. High Court then, however, said that whatever it is doing in public interest. Whatever observations are being made are in public interest, and it will make sure that everything comes on account. The airlines is held accountable, the center is made accountable. It said that it is not only about the passengers, but it is the economy of the country which is affected by such mass cancellation of flights.
Absolutely, Nupur. Thanks much for bringing us up to speed with that big story, which is the Delhi High Court has asked tough questions to the Centre and IndiGo and DGCA. All parties being asked those questions by the Delhi High Court, that exactly who is responsible for the crisis that erupted and affected passengers across the country, through the entire sector in a tizzy. In fact, Delhi High Court has sought reply from both the Centre and DGCA officials by the 22nd of January in a sealed cover. That report has to be presented. And this was while hearing a PIL seeking a judicial inquiry into the entire mess with regard to IndiGo. The Delhi High Court asked the Centre to explain how other airlines were permitted to charge more in the face of IndiGo crisis. Effectively, how is it that they were profiteering at the expense of the stranded passengers? Remember, last week, hundreds of IndiGo flights were cancelled. Thousands and thousands of passengers were completely stranded. The aviation regulator and ministry officials were also summoned to a meeting at the Prime Minister's office yesterday to discuss the recent disruptions and whether things have gotten back to normalcy or not. Government has also taken a very strict measure, which is to slash the winter flights of IndiGo by 10%, which is upwards of 200 flights per day. Listen in to what the aviation minister said on the crisis that's beginning to now come under control.
India is a founding member of the International Civil Aviation Organization and remains firmly committed to the highest global standards of safety. Revised flight duty time limitations, scientifically designed to prevent pilot fatigue, are being implemented. These reforms are essentially for passenger safety. DGCA adopted a phased-wise implementation plan in consultation with all the stakeholders. Phase 1 from 1st July 2025, Phase 2 from 1st November 2025. IndiGo had clearly assured full compliance with these norms and also confirmed its preparedness to undertake its winter schedule. Despite these assurances, prima facie, it was observed that internal rostering disruptions led to large-scale cancellations, causing inconvenience to thousands of passengers. The ministry advised the regulator to act immediately. Inquiry orders and show cause notice to CEO and COO of IndiGo were issued. Also, IndiGo has been directed to restructure its operations, add reserve crew capacity, improve passenger handling, and restore normal schedules without any delay.
Meanwhile, the opposition has slammed the centre over this entire crisis. Listen in to Priyanka Chaturvedi and SP's Ram Gopal Yadav on this matter.
It is we who have bended. It is the government of India which is now on its knees asking IndiGo to keep flying and giving them all kinds of concessions. And why should we look at only blaming the airline? Because the airline continue to do what it does. It will continue to capture a market which has no competition. And then having to become so big that they are arm twisting everybody. It is for the aviation ministry as well as the DGCA to have ensured that there is no monopoly in the skies. They should have actively encouraged other airlines to capture more market space. They should have given people the options of flying. So I genuinely felt releasing that photo was not really a solution to the problems that exist in the sky or trying to portray that you are on top of things. Clearly, the government of India has buckled.
आखिर अकस्मात इंडिगो की समस्या क्यों आई? वो एक आदेश से आई। आदेश तो इंडिगो का था नहीं। आदेश किसका था? आदेश सिविल एविएशन मिनिस्ट्री का था। उस आदेश के तहत ये कहा कि इतने पायलट्स को रेस्ट करना है, वो करना। मान लो पायलट पूरे नहीं, 100 पायलट में एक सप्ताह में 50 पायलट रेस्ट करने लगे तो प्लेन कौन उड़ाएगा? यही तो बस गड़बड़ी हुई। अब आप देखिए 10% कम कर दिया उसका, 10% किन्हें मिलेगा? टाटा को मिलेगा।